Sitaram, Assalamu alaikum, Sairam, and good evening, everyone. This is the Untold Truth. I'm Master Eric. We got Pundit Parasuram Maharaj, well-respected Pundit. Thank you, Pundit, for coming. And we have Evangelist Kurban, Shahid Kurban. Thank you for coming for part 2. Tonight is the part 2 of the 10 Commandments. We're not just looking at it from the Christian point of view. There's little differences. We're also going to look at the Catholic point of view from the Christians. We're also going to look at the Muslims, and we're also going to do Hinduism comparison. So tonight, everybody, really sit down and take it in, because I think a lot of things we took for granted when we're reading these in the scriptures. I don't think it's even being really explained, and is there much difference between the religions? No. And I think this is going to amaze people, because the same teachings is being put out. Yeah. It's like Pundit, when you might go see a prayers done. One Pundit's style might be a little different from the other.
Yeah.
But the same result can be achieved by both ways.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So tonight, everybody, again, part 2, the 10 Commandments. So I'm going to call you Brother Kurban.
No problem.
Okay, so Brother Kurban. Let's start with number 7, because we did the first 6, the first day.
Yeah.
What is number 7?
Number 7, you shall not steal.
So what does that mean, Kurban?
Well, stealing, when you tell anybody about stealing, they always feel it's money, finance. But stealing is your time. Simply as you're supposed to go to work on a job site, your circular job, and you're supposed to reach before 7 to start to work at 7, because you are paid from 7 up to 4 or 3 or whatever. And then you leave before time. You go and you take your break before time. You are stealing your time from your company.
Okay. That's got a lot of people worried right now that's watching.
Yeah, but supposing they make adjustments for compensating for the loss of time or the time that you might use. Because remember, we are all people, and sometimes you have a situation where you couldn't adjust to the time that was required. So maybe there are some people who will stay in at lunchtime, or they might stay in an hour or two after work or so to complete whatever was supposed to be done for the day. Right. So you have adjustment possible like that. And then you also have a situation where you would be doing things, but you sometimes stealing from yourself.
Yeah.
You see, we could be stealing from yourself, because instead of doing the activity that you're supposed to do, you're taking out from your additional time to do something which sometimes it is like giving an extra effort into something that you see that is necessary. So you make adjustment to suit. And that is something to also look at, because it's not only one way, it is always two ways. They are give and take. So adjustment must be there in order to compensate for each other.
So let's look at it just not from the ancient point of view.
Yeah.
Data piracy. You're stealing other people's invention. You're stealing the idea.
Yeah.
Right? See people stealing no matter what you do. Let's say you intentionally put the border wall of your property 5 feet on the other person's property. You are stealing.
from yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so stealing is a very wide term.
Yeah. Yeah.
So as we're going through this, right? This is why, Brother Kurban, you were shocked when I gave you about 30 pages
Yes, I did.
with all the documented where it was researched and where it came from. 613 commandments.
Yeah.
And you asked me, you said, you've never heard of that. You only talk about the 10 commandments. But if you look how you break them down, how many really commandments or things not to do fall under one?
Yeah.
But if we don't speak of the breakdown,
Yeah.
how would people pundit
It will-
know
it
not
will-
to do it?
It will then be lost.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But the common answer that you get,
Yeah.
all the 613
They say that
is covered under the 10.
Yeah, 10. But what most of the Christians say, that these are laws, which is commandment. And they
Right.
said that is laws.
Spiritual law.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then man created man-made laws
Yeah.
that pretty well
To govern.
come off this in a way. So now, what else can you steal?
Cheating on God's time.
Yeah, but all time is God's time. So we're all guilty of that.
That's why I say we all
But-
have sin and come short of the
But what
glory
I'm
of God.
saying, when people hear the word steal, they think thieving that cup
Yeah.
and only robbery
Yeah.
or something like this. But it's not. It covers a wide spectrum.
Yeah, because even copyright.
And I like the way you guys presented time. Why? Because if an employer pays you for 8 hours, but you only work 4, you're stealing.
Yeah.
You're actually stealing.
Yeah.
But you're also doing a double whammy. Your dereliction of your duty. So it's a compiled problem situation that came up. What's the next one?
You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor.
Oh my gosh. Look how packed the court is in Trinidad
Yes.
and all over the world about this one. So break it down a little bit, bro.
You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. The core meaning, we are called to be witness to the truth, respecting the reputation of every person.
So does that happen today?
No, some people got paid to go and lie to support somebody else. That is how the lawyers operate.
That's not what I'm
But
getting.
I think that is not the lawyers alone. Yeah, other people too.
So that's why I say people get
So
paid
we
to do
can't
that.
we can't throw the net at one person.
No, we're not saying. No.
It's a whole group.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, but put what is required and then we'll go into the discussion.
What is regarded? Honesty is all dealing discretion regarding secret and the duty to make
Reparation.
reparation. What is forbidden? Lying, deceiving those with a right to the truth.
Detraction.
Detraction, sharing truth false without a reason, and telling lies to harm a reputation. Meaning, you are covering with a lie to change the reputation of someone.
That will bring
or
down
put
now.
them down.
Yeah. to put
But-
it down.
But aren't we supposed to also love thy neighbor?
Yes.
You know, does that happen today? The next thing, it's getting to the point where society, we're living in a world today where people are just tolerating their neighbor. They're not trying to understand the neighbor. The neighbor might have a little different culture than you.
Yeah.
They might believe different than you. But let me give you a question. An answer. So, in my Canopy office, there's a lot of Muslims on Monroe Road. There's a lot of Hindus on Monroe Road. And there's some Christians on Monroe Road. Well, when some Christians came in to see me, you know, Pundit, the first thing they said, Master, can you go down and tell them Hindus quit praying to the devil? You know, with their howling, the fire thing they're doing.
Yeah.
And I watched them. And I'm kind of shocked, but then I said, I'm confused. And they said, what do you mean? That's praying to the devil. I said, but Moses, Abraham, Jacob, Noah, all them gave fire offerings to God.
And Joshua even fried wheat in,
So these are
in
the
the
key
sweet oil and offered
people
to the
in the
gods.
Bible.
Yeah.
But Pundit, I don't blame the people. This is what they're being told.
Totally.
And all they're doing is responding to what they're being told. And I told them, I said, it's been done centuries, thousands of years, offerings to God in this way. And I said, there's no place in the Bible where Jesus said stop it for his Father. Now, so are we abiding by the commandment
No.
when we're putting down someone? And you're putting down somebody without even knowing
Yeah.
what they're doing. You understand?
Yeah.
People so apt to jump to conclusions. And this is what's causing chaos in the world today. So if you do it at the individual level, then you do it like in the States. You would have city level. Then you have county level. Then you have state level. Then you have country level. And then you have country against country.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Without understanding what is actually going on. Do you know how these people think? Do you know how even their food might be different?
Yeah.
You know, and I think what this is trying to break it down to where sometimes I say on TV, they may be drinking a cup of tea that you don't like. You don't like that tea.
Okay. Condemn.
But it doesn't mean you have to drink the tea,
No.
but you can respect that they like the tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I think the whole world needs to take a step back and start respecting individuals. This is what it's saying. Don't demeanor, don't put down, don't say false witness on them. You know, respect them. Now in Hinduism and Buddhism, don't they teach you that God is within everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Ishwar ansa jiva
There
vinashi.
you go.
And then the next thing is, it's one of the prayers which Tagore himself has put in the poem. Grant me, O Master, by thy grace to follow all good and pure, to be contented with simple things, to use others not as means but ends, to serve all in thought, word, and deed, never to utter words of hatred or shame, to cast away all selfishness and false pride, and to keep your love like a flower, and to speak no ill of others.
Okay, so you just gave us an excellent quote. Isn't that quote
Yeah.
what you're reading here?
Yeah.
See, this is what people don't understand. They think, and this is again Brother Kirban. This is where people are sidetracked. They believe this is only the truth. But where did the truth come from? So, as you know, you have very, very many variations of the Bible now. Very different ones. But it's all similar, right? But that, especially the Old Testament, came from the Torah. And from the Torah, it came from the Codex. And from the Codex, a lot of the Old Testament came from the Sumerian text, which was hand chiseled in clay tablets. So, can't you see there is a connection amongst all the beliefs? So how could we say ours is only the right way? We have to look at the full spectrum. And if you do, and viewers, what I'm trying to get at, when people say things or you read things, just don't take it as that's the only thing. Take what you read, take what you hear, research it. Research it. That's the only way that you're going to get more knowledge. Where did it come from? What was the source? How did it come down the line? Because if you look, when we was reading the commandments of Islam, they're almost identical. There's only one or two different as the Christian, right? And in the Hinduism, there's a lot more that is out there, but it's not really talked about, Pundit. And why? Why do you think that is?
Well, some people may not be able to perceive that depth into which it is, and some just take the surface.
So they skim,
Yeah.
take little bits of it.
Yeah, thinking, well, some of them will think, well, okay, the people might understand that. There's no need for me to go in detail because it is there and it is announced all over. So take it for granted that the announcement that is made, that it is already explained. But going into it in detail, going to the finer part of it, like going through with a fine teeth comb, you're able to find information which are untouched. Yeah.
So let's go to the next one.
You see, just so excuse. What is happening here? Human beings like to always condemn somebody else, right? According to the word, the Bible, it said we all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. It said anyone that say that don't have a sin make God a liar. We all sin because they say, okay, we have 10 commandments. If you follow one, you might be guilty in another one. That is why right through we always say, Lord, have mercy on us, a sinner. If you see a sister or a brother falling by the wayside, you don't pull them down. You try to prop them, encourage them, try to teach them the right way. You understand? Mm-hmm. But we always like to put down somebody. You understand?
But let's go to the root of all teachings. All teachings, no matter what religion.
Yeah, it teaches you to do good.
When you leave here and you go on your journey, everything that's happened in your life, it all boils down because of karma. It all boils down to individual accountability.
Yeah.
No matter whether it's your duties, your work, whatever, your belief, the commandments, everything in life. When you go up there, Brother Kirban, and they read your life chart, or in Hinduism, they call it the Akashic records, can you blame anybody else?
No.
Why you did what you did?
No.
No. So shouldn't we try not to do that now?
Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be.
and try to account for what we do and don't just look at what other people do. This is, and when I call him Yahshua, that was his real name, Jesus, was Yahshua. When he said, "Thy keep thy church sacred," it wasn't a building.
Yeah.
It was you
Yeah.
as an individual. What does it say in Hinduism about that?
Well, it says that where the thoughts of the scriptures keep washing the mind of the individual, that is the home of the divine. And once that the flow of that, it's like the Ganga of the Gita, it is referred to, keeps washing the mind of the individual, that place is pure, and that is the home of the divine Lord.
So, if this is the home of the divine, but we keep doing these things,
No, it is not.
what happens to the home?
It becomes corrupted.
Corrupted, right? And isn't that why when the soul resides in the body, the ancient scriptures, which was the Maha-Garuda Puran,
Yeah,
it states that there are 7 sheets
yeah,
that surround the soul. And then when the soul starts to get purified, then the sheets are pulled off,
yeah,
right? Now, it's not actually pulled off, it's energy that's doing the pull off. But that's to protect the soul from what we allow in
yeah.
and what we do in our body. All right, let's go into the next one. This is a good one.
You shall not covet your neighbor's wife. The battle for the mind being his. This guide focus on guarding the heart, perceiving modestly of the eyes, and finding interior peace. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife. You see what it says here? The bridge between our love of God and neighbor, that covers the duties of the children to the parents to the children, and our role as faithful citizens.
So let's go back to the covenant. What does that mean?
Well, you shall not covet your neighbor's wife. You know, it's not only your neighbor's wife, anything that don't belongs to you. And your heart desires that you want that. Is it coveting?
Okay. So what you're trying to say that you see the neighbor's wife, you think she's attractive, or you just love how she does things.
Yeah.
And you want her.
Yeah.
You know, but isn't that, remember in karma, Pandit,
Yeah,
it's not just the action
yeah,
that is wrong.
Thought.
It's the thought that is equally penalized as doing the action.
Yeah.
So I've had couples come in for therapy, and the wife said, "He breaks his neck. He breaks his neck watching other women."
Yeah.
Right? And the first thing he says, "I don't touch him. You know, I don't have adultery with them." But then I looked at him and I said, "I don't mean to be against you at all. But so when you watch them, what was going through your mind?"
Thought.
And he got quiet.
Yielding to the temptation.
Yeah, you understand?
And not only that, the body is so designed that thoughts also create secretions.
Correct.
The ductless glands will start to function, right?
Yep.
And then it will bring you in the wrong course. That's why also certain type of food are recommended not to take when you are doing your special fasting period.
So that's why we are supposed to control our
Yes.
desires.
Yeah.
We're supposed to control our mind. Be aware what's coming in, and if it's not right, disperse it.
Yeah.
Quit it. Don't think about it. All right, let's go a little further. So we're going to go over here now. What does this mean? Read this one. And this is a different commandment.
Yeah, it said, do not follow what you have no knowledge of. This commandment discourages blind imitation and gossip, urging belief to really
Verified.
or verify information and sound judgment. It is a call for intellectual responsibility. What?
Right. So, what does that mean, Pandit?
Well, the individual has to be responsible for everything that he thinks, whatever he does. He has to be thoughtful of whatever actions that he makes in life because he's accountable for it. And being accountable for your actions, it means to say that you have a responsibility.
Yes. But in old teaching, in Hinduism, the old saying is, don't just look at what you see. Look beyond what you see and you might see the truth.
Yeah.
Do not listen to what's being said. Also listen to what's not being said and you might hear the truth.
Yeah.
So on this, it's discouraging us to entertain gossip. So if somebody comes up to you and say, hey, Pundit, do you know what this person did? And blah, blah, blah. The first thing you're supposed to do is authenticate. So authenticate means you have to ask the person, did you actually see it with your own eyes? Or did you hear it with only your ears? And if they say, no, I heard it from X, say, I'm not going to entertain this conversation.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
You understand?
Yeah.
But why is it that the wrong things to do, people love?
Yeah, they love that.
They love backing out. They love to hear gossip. And do you see sometimes how fast something will spread the trend at?
Yeah. Bad news.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's faster than social media.
Yeah.
But all of that is wrong. You're going against the other commandment. Don't demeanor, don't put down, don't do this. Then we're going into this. You know, we have to look at ourselves as an individual. Now, the reason I'm saying this, people, you could WhatsApp our numbers. They're at the bottom of the screen on the tick as it goes across. WhatsApp, and I'm going to say again, we have put a compound sheet together, and it's a self-analysis sheet. And 45 different things on the side in a column that we should not try to do every day. Right? And then there's 14 columns for days. And at the end of the day, the object is to take 5 minutes and really judge yourself. Nobody's going to see it. And tick off, yes, I did do this. Yes, I did do this.
Self-reflection.
Yeah. And then the object is not to get rid of everything in one day. Every day, try to eliminate one. You understand? The only way you can actually do this to actually uplift yourself is to truly judge yourself, self-analysis.
Yeah.
And if you want it, just message the numbers at the bottom of the screen and we will WhatsApp it to you. You could print it and start doing it. It really helps. When I do classes, it really helps the individuals, right? So again, WhatsApp the numbers at the bottom of the screen and we'd be glad to forward it to you. So, Pundit, can you kind of articulate the comparisons now with some of these to Hinduism?
Yeah, if we understand the way in which you are dealing with each one of the steps in it, is like a self-examination in which you are looking into yourself, sorting out all the negativity that is passing through and making each day a better one than the other. So in that way, the second day will be better than the first, and the third day will be better than the second, and in that way, every day you are improving and advancing yourself.
But here's the funny thing on the physical side.
Yeah.
Every day when you start eliminating one, then the next, and the next. Do you know within a week, you may have only eliminated 6 or 7.
Yeah.
But do you know how much lighter you feel?
Yeah, that's one
You
of the
have
things.
more
But it
energy.
starts to build also a momentum
Correct.
in which it starts to take out more than you actually cater for. And it is purifying to the self.
Then
Because
when you-
awareness brings that kind of light
right.
feeling.
And then when you purify yourself, stress goes down.
Yeah.
Now, blood pressure starts to normalize.
Yeah.
So it's just not the spiritual benefit.
Yeah.
It's the physical
Physical.
health, mental, everything. It has a domino effect across the board. But when this next one, when it says, walk humbly on earth, what does that mean?
Well, from the Bible point of view, Jesus said when he come, you must not be pregnant. Meaning you must not have a load. A man cannot be pregnant, but you have a load toting with you all the days. So if you shake off all these things, you will be lighter, you will be much more healthier.
Well, there is another saying, ancient saying, Sant milan ke jai, taj mamta abhiman, jo jo pag aage dhari, kutin yag saman. So, when you are going to the spiritual path, to meet the saint or the sages, or even to a place of worship, you are supposed to take away attachment,
Yes.
take away the ego,
Yeah.
take away the false pride, and every step that you make in that is like thousands of yajna that you have performed.
Yes, because
Because
you're lighter.
the purpose of doing it is to take away the negativity from it in us.
Yes.
And that ego or the false pride, because it also tells us that daya dharam ka mool hai, paap mool abhiman. Abhiman is the false pride. And this root of sin is the false pride. It causes all the things to take place, which should not take place, by having the false pride or the ego. So, kindness and being humble is that which will be the root of all the good things.
So let's look at what he just said and what are the teachings here. Now, when Jesus, which was Yahshua, that was his real name, when he would say, know thyself, what was he trying to say? Come on, Kerbo.
Well, you have to know yourself. If you don't know yourself, Who will do it for you? I mean, yes, the Almighty knows all from the head to the toe. But you, if you don't know yourself, it come like you.
So let me ask you something then. The common person walking on the street, do they honestly and genuinely, do you think they actually know themselves?
Well,
No.
no, if you are not taught about it, you will be.
Is it not like examine to find the God in yourself?
And connect with the God.
Right.
That's
Yes.
what it really means.
So in that way, you are connecting with nature,
Yeah.
and you finding the connection with yourself and nature in order to bring about a common relation.
So-
Again, we said, the word said, if you are going to God and you have a problem with your brother or your sister, I bring in a gift to you. And my brother or my sister, or whatever how you call it, you have a problem with them. How can I go to you? That is what he said, lay at the altar of, and ask for forgiveness, and then come to me. Then you will be worthy to meet with me.
Okay, but all right. We're kind of spinning in a circle. So let's just take what you just said then. So if you go to God and surrender this situation,
Yes.
right? And you're asking forgiveness,
Yeah.
okay? Can you repeat it again? If you've already surrendered it
No,
for
you will be
forgiveness?
going
You
and
shouldn't.
doing it over.
You shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't be doing it over and over.
Right. So when you have children and you tell your child, do not do this,
Yeah.
and he does it, you might let it slide, but you'll be a little more stern. You understand? But are you going to let that keep going?
No.
There's going to be somewhere where you're going to put your foot down,
Yeah.
right? And this is what people have to understand. When you ask for forgiveness, you are supposed to seek that and make sure you do not repeat it again. But does that happen, Brother Kirby? I mean, think about it.
Well, I do.
How many times can we say we're sorry until the word sorry is meaningless? I'm
Human
just talking
being-
straight.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking straight.
Human being is made up like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, people, if there's something you're going through, and maybe you've done something, and we're not here to judge nothing, if you surrender, mean it, be genuine about it, and try your best never to repeat it again. Right? But let's go to another one. So, Pundit, there's information there about the comparison between Christian and Hindu. Right? Now, Lord Krishna, wasn't his teachings very similar,
Yes.
almost identical
Yeah.
to what Jesus, Yahshua was
In,
saying?
in
and
each
walking?
era of the coming of the God,
Right.
it is the same message to restore things and put it into order. And the approach was to get rid of the negatives and the ego, which always came about, because that is what caused the decline in the righteousness. So to each era that he took a form, he came with that same concept to remove it, but with a little difference, because the time of one era to the next is little different. So, but the rules are the same, and just a little way in which it was adjusted to make it to be understood better. Because sometimes in a statement, it has a limit. For instance, let's say a traffic light. Traffic light says to stop. It's supposed to stop, but the policeman is there. So there's adjustment to it, to understand that this man has more authority than that light, and he is given, when he sees it is important, he puts so you have to adjust to suit that. So that's how, the same way it is in laws of Manu, from time to time, there were adjustments to suit the situation and to the era that it was in.
So, I really like that. But what I'm trying to get across, we have different beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
The teachings are so similar.
Yeah.
Maybe a few words a little different.
Yeah.
Right? And each one came from a different time era.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, when you look at it, hasn't there been a messenger
Yeah.
sent? If you look at all the different time periods,
Yeah. It's
from the golden age
Yeah.
to the silver age to the bronze age to the iron age, which is called a yoke,
mm-hmm.
right? There has been messengers coming down, being born,
Yeah.
spreading the same message.
Yeah.
But so why are people so defiant?
Because they tend to think that they tend to forget the rules that are there. And every time they come, they remind us in a different way about the same rules.
And then you have somebody born in disbelief, and they say they're not learning anything. It's not being explained. So they jump to another belief.
Yeah.
And then they may jump to another one too. They're like a leapfrog, right? But correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't there a saying that there was a deer, and the deer smelt this wonderful aroma, this musky smell,
Yes.
and he ran here, there, and everywhere,
And did not know the
trying
musk
to
was in his own
find
navel.
where that smell was coming from.
Yeah.
But then he finally realized it's coming from his own navel, the musky smell.
Yeah.
Shouldn't that be one of the teachings? Listen to what's being said, but find God within yourself. You're jumping everywhere else trying to find God, but He's always been inside you. You know, so everybody, the bottom line, and next week we're going to do a program on question and answers from the audience. And there's a lot of questions about this that they're asking.
Yeah.
You know, and the question, Pundit, that they're coming up with now, you could take all these, you could take the 613 commandments, and you could learn them all and everything else. But it's like a law that a government may pass. They can pass the law,
Sorry.
but do they execute the law?
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got to take the knowledge that we receive, apply it to the best way we can, and execute it not to others,
To improve
for ourselves.
Self-improvement, yeah.
Correct. And if people started doing that, you know how much better this world would be?
Yeah.
It would be better. But do you have any questions so far on this?
No, because the situation is to the level of perception the individual has. There's only that much you could be able to do. And one of the things that I did understand too, that awareness comes in its own time.
And every time is different.
Yes.
Everybody's different.
Yes, everybody is different.
Correct.
So the laws of karma also plays its part in that way. That we go through certain conditions, and when the time has come, okay, that you have realized, okay, there is no more of this I want to improve, I want to change this situation. You, the individual, nobody has to tell you to change it, you start changing it yourself. That kind of awareness comes to the individual, but it takes a lot of time. And what helps to improve that faster is satsang or truthful company, because that helps to take away negativity, because knowledge has the power to penetrate the senses and help you to be able to perceive things in a better way. And that's why truthful company becomes a very important thing in our lives.
But if you have or you research knowledge and you try to expand your knowledge and whatever belief, it doesn't matter, or you can do all of them. That's what I like to do. That is the key to success. That is the key to get your ultimate goal.
Yeah.
Now, when you have the knowledge, Pandit, do you know what that starts to eliminate when you have knowledge? If everybody had knowledge
Yeah.
to a certain level,
Yeah.
wouldn't that lead to not having misinterpretations?
Yeah. Definitely.
So let me give you an example. We can go to 10 churches, 10 temples, 10 mosques. And let's say that week, each one was saying the same sermon, satsang, whatever.
Yeah.
You will see that there's different interpretations.
Yeah.
And this is what's confusing people. Why can't we have just what's written and not try to put our own feelings into the interpretations? Like right now, I'm a member and it's a group of scholars, and every day they're debating. Now these scholars are from different beliefs, and I love it because you're getting all these different point of views, right? But one thing they do that the public don't do, they agree to disagree and have a discussion.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of times when you come over, and even when you come over, we have good discussions. We don't try to say, no, that's not right, or this is not right. No, we listen. We try to understand, and then we put everything together, and you're like, sometimes you'll have an aha moment. You're like, yeah, this is it. So everybody, when you're going through your daily routines every day and you meet different types of people, one of these in here, you're not supposed to judge.
Yeah.
But Pandit, why do we judge people? If you watch, I'll bet you every human being walking on this earth, when they see something or someone that's different or maybe looking lower than them or poor, I don't care what they say. They may not say it, but there's a judgment in the mind.
In the mind, yeah.
Okay? Why can't we get away from that? And if somebody's lower than us, maybe prosperity-wise and things, why can't we find a group or an institution or even yourself, try to help them out a little bit. Try to give them, if they need new pants, help get new pants. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
But don't judge people. Don't stereotype. You know how easy it is to try to stereotype people? It's a stigma. You know, all of these things fall under these. And if they get this self-analysis sheet, they're going to see this on the side and they'll say, okay, did I think this today? Let me tick it off. And now you're conscious. You're aware of what you did the day before.
In the past.
Now you try to be better the next day. And all these programs that we do with you, Pundit, and sometimes you come on, Brother Kurban, it's not to preach. We don't preach.
No.
We debate, we talk, and we bring it down to our human everyday life.
Yeah.
This is what people are lacking. They're hearing stories, they're hearing things that happened way back then. But do they really apply the story to their life? The stories is an analogy. You know what I mean, Pundit?
Yeah.
There's a deep meaning in every story.
Yeah.
Now, have you really found out from other Christian leaders why they haven't researched deeper and look at the 613 commandments?
Well, Master Ekram, as I told you, I spoke to a few of them, and they always telling me these are laws, and all these laws come under the 10 Commandments. I said, no, all these are commandments. So if you is guilty of one, you're guilty of all.
Not of all.
Well,
Your karma reacts to what your thought or action was.
yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that it includes 20 more down the road.
No.
But it does have a domino effect.
Yes, because when I read it and I look at the other commandments, it tell you the same thing that is written here, the 10. So then you have to abide it all.
Correct.
You understand?
But why do you think in 317 AD, in the Constantine era, they pulled that out? Why do you think they thought that's not important? Was it too much control on everyone?
Well,
Or did they want to simplify it? This is what we got to look at, because when I viewed the Codex, which is way before the Torah,
yeah.
that Codex has every book in that book. That thick. Now we're reading only 66 chapters. So the question is, why? Well, the reason was, Pundit, when you read all them books, you know too much.
I believe that is
You're getting too smart.
too much knowledge.
I have the books. I got the 27 books. And I want to do shows coming up covering what was said in the book that they didn't want you to know. But when you view the books, Pundit, do you know very, very similar stories are in Hinduism?
Yeah.
And I was amazed. I'm like, so it's like one didn't want to have too much of the other one in their belief. Otherwise, it's too similar. You understand?
Yeah.
They wanted to kind of segregate it, isolate it.
And some of the names they put different.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So when they were talking about the big fish, well, that's in Hinduism too.
Yeah.
Same thing. You know, all I'm trying to say, people, try to research a little more, dig a little more. If you have questions, ask your spiritual leader, regardless of your belief. And if you don't get an answer, Pundit, I know you'd be glad to sit down with me and we'll research it. And we'll come back with the answers the best we can.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect, but we'll try our best. But just don't be that little dog on the dash of the car.
Yeah.
And when you hit a bump, his head is going, yes.
Yes.
Don't live life like that.
Mm-mm.
You cannot be successful in life and business if you keep doing that. You cannot be successful like that in spirituality. What is it, Pundit? People say they should be, could be, would be, want to be, but they're making it complicated. Just be. Just be. Right? But everybody, it's been great being with you tonight. Thank you.
I want to give you one.
Oh, go ahead.
This little song will go along with, if I can help somebody as I pass along, then my living shall not be in vain.
Whoa. That just brought me up another one. I have a 2 minutes. So, Pundit, if someone has knowledge, I mean a good bit of knowledge, but they hold it in themselves
No investment.
and not give the knowledge out for people to learn.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
It will be lost.
Yeah. No investment.
Yeah.
But if you have knowledge, when you give the knowledge out, one, you're uplifting, hopefully, the person you're giving it to.
Yes.
But at the same time, aren't you uplifting yourself
Yes.
by
Yeah.
giving the knowledge?
Yes.
Yeah, but also you have to look at the avenues to where you are giving it. Because there is one Sujirna Mannam Suvichakranashita Suchinta Choktam Paridhana Barkalam Phalani Shakhani Chabhurjanani Na Bandhu Madde Dhanahina Jivita. Of what use is the mirror where the people are blind? Right? Of what use is it to be amongst the rich and have not even the crumbs of their bread? It's better to live in the forest amongst the wild animals and eat the wild food that they eat and live amongst them and enjoy life better.
We can't end the program better than that. So everybody, it's been a pleasure. Be constructive, have a safe week, do something for somebody, put out a helping hand, and we will see you next week. See you,